I like, now that we're having more of these kinds of calls and seeing more people doing backgrounds like yours. I've seen some pretty decent ones. A guy that I work with, he regularly hangs out in Steinfeld's apartment, which I think is pretty awesome.
Oh, I like that. I'm gonna steal
Yeah.
that.
And it's like it's the perfect shot because it's like from over, like, so that you're looking at the door and then the kitchen over there, and it looks like he's sitting kind of in front of where the couch would be, type of deal.
Oh, that's fantastic. Very
Yeah, it's a good
cool.
one.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
seen
yeah. You gotta keep them guessing.
Totally, man. You seen any good ones?
No, actually. A lot of my Zoom calls are more audio. I don't take too many video Zoom calls.
Right.
I seem to just take them with my boss because I think he wants to make sure I'm not like on a beach or something. and he usually calls me on Teams, so that and I don't know if you can change your background on Teams. Only on
I
Zoom.
think, to be honest, I think Teams is the one that that we've been using at work. That guy is using the
Oh, the
Steinfeld room
Seinfeld.
on. Yeah.
Oh, I'll have to do some digging.
You should get yourself a beach pick so that you could take video and with your boss and actually be on the beach.
Yeah, and I noticed that you can actually, there's a video option too. So you could have like a loop of like some beach, like some waves going back and forth
Nice.
behind you.
Make it
And
look
I
like
have to
live.
explore with that. Yeah, for
I
sure.
dig it.
Yeah, man. So checking in. What's been going on? What's the good word? What are you feeling these days? What's in the interest of time, you know what I want to do?
Throw
My
some more
God,
questions at me.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I just like literally. Wow, that's weird.
Yeah, I don't know what you're holding, bro.
I'm going to
Is that the
reveal.
beverage from Vertical?
It is.
Nice.
Good call. Can you see it now?
I saw the shape and size of the container, and I figured there was only one thing it could be.
So I wonder if it's the background thing that's kind of really. Oh,
there you go. In front of you works.
Yeah. So what I wanted to do was, let's just get into it. I'm just going to shoot the thing. It's 10 milligrams. It's supposed to onset, I believe, in like 10, 15 minutes, right?
Yeah, give her a bet.
What do you think?
I'd say chug it right now.
Does that exclude me from smoking weed during the call?
No, you're still gonna need to smoke weed during the call, I feel like. But the good thing is that you're gonna know the difference.
Okay, that was what I was wondering, because so it's 10. It's okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna shoot it. It is a cannabis beverage, boisson infusée au cannabis in French. Because I know you
say
work
pomegranate.
Yeah, it's a pomegranate blueberry.
Thanks for
THC
translating
total
for me.
is well, I know you work for a French company. I'm equal opportunist. Vertical, 10 milligrams. So I'm excited about the 10 milligrams because what I didn't really dig about the canopy one that we tried was it was only 2 milligrams for the whole thing. So it was like I said, it's like basically an expensive La Croix, right? So this is I don't remember how much these. I think this was about $6 or something.
That's okay. I don't remember what La Croix was.
It's fizzy water.
Oh, okay.
Just fizzy water. And so the ingredients on this says water, lecithin, sunflower lecithin, which is we know is an ingredient that helps.
That's what I use.
Yeah, cannabinoid absorption. Cannabis extract, propylene glycol.
Right.
Stevia and natural flavors. So it sounds good. I'm just gonna crack it open.
Get right into it, bud.
And I think I don't know. Are you supposed to just drink it?
Yeah, I think you should.
Shot, or is it like?
I mean, taste it first just to see how it is, but like.
I can smell it. It smells very pomegranate.
Whoa, what is that label doing for you?
Yeah, it comes out. This is sort of where shows you the no expiry date. I just want to see if it says like make sure you mix with contains no allergens. Okay, like no, this looks good. All right, I'm just gonna take a little taste. Oh my God, it tastes horrible. That's horrible. It tastes worse than medicine. It honestly reminds me of like a penicillin, like as a kid.
let's
Oh, I
let's
don't know if
remember
I can down this.
taste is objective.
Taste is objective, but man, this is not good. I'm
um,
sorry. I'm trying to be fair.
I mean,
But
it's funny you compare it to medicine, just because I mean, my first thought when you hold up the bottle was it looks like a bottle of medicine. Like we've had children's Tylenol or children's Advil or something like that I feel like was in a similar size and shaped bottle.
yeah, holy shit, man.
You're not into it.
I'm not into it at all. But
Well,
I
you're
mean,
gonna have to shoot back the rest
I know. Should
in
I
the
put
name
it
of
into
science.
another beverage or something?
Mm,
Can I do that?
mm.
No? Okay. All
Thumbs
right.
up.
Oh, shit, man. This is terrible. Can I have another beverage ready to go for after?
There you go,
Like
chaser.
I got a nice cherry buble.
There's a plug. Uh,
Yeah, because so many people watch our show.
there
Okay,
you go. Get the chaser ready.
I need to cleanse my palate. Do you drink these things at all? Oh no, you have one of those machines, which I should invest in.
Yeah, but to be honest, I haven't made it out to London Drugs lately to re up on my gas.
Okay,
All right, buddy.
I'm scared. That was
Oh.
not a good experience. I'm like, is this like? Let's see, like
Over
there's
the
like a
lips,
recall or something.
past the
Okay,
gums.
all right.
Look at
Oh my
stomach.
God.
Here.
Here we go. All right,
It
I'm just gonna try. It's not very much, but it's
comes.
all right.
There you go. I love how
That
we
is
captured.
oh
I love
man,
how we captured the chugging noise.
that is not that was not a pleasant experience. Okay, check the time. Oh
All
yeah,
right,
I
we
did
got.
not do a war cry. That's true. Amy's chiming in. It's true, Amy. I did not, but I don't know. It was more like a
I
torture
really,
cry.
that was that was probably my favorite part of the last show
The war
was the
cry.
war cry.
Wow.
Ah.
Excuse me.
All
That
right,
was
so that
an
was the pomegranate.
that was the I also got a lemon lime one.
Yes, I'm curious about that one.
That was
Now, I mean,
crazy.
obviously, now that
I
after your
wonder if it was
reaction to the
just the
pomegranate,
the weedy. Well, it didn't taste. And honestly, the flavor reminded me. It did not taste the pomegranate or blueberry. It reminded me of banana flavored amoxicillin. I don't know if you guys ever had that growing up. It was like a suspension. It was like a liquid. It kind of looked like banana. This is what it
hmm
tastes like. So it kind of like tasted like banana going in, but as it was like reaching the back of my throat, it totally tasted to that like medicine-y flavor that was just it was not pleasant. It
it
was like
transformed on you.
yeah, it just didn't it was not pleasurable. And that,
Yeah.
if you're gonna make a beverage, you gotta make it delicious, man. Like I
So
don't know, like
yeah, that's
at
fair.
least at least the tweed one was like pleasant. It had like a juniper. I guess it's kind of a weedy flavor to it. I'm wondering if like this just kind of it almost tasted like I was tasting like solvent almost. Like
Interesting, man. I don't
yeah,
know. To be honest, the that tweed beverage, I I kind of like the flavor. I thought it was pretty nice. And I
yeah,
mean, if I'm
I
just gonna
liked it
sit
too.
around drinking something all night, I think that's a decent thing to be drinking. That's for sure.
Yeah, I also got some of these.
That I think is going to be super cool, man. I'm excited about those. So, in that one package, and obviously you haven't opened it yet, but in
Yeah,
that one package, is it one single little sleeve inside that package?
yeah. There's like a tiny little. It looks like remember those little crystal light things you could get that were like you could put into
hmm
your water bottle, but like half the size of that. So those were
Right,
like about yay big. This one's pretty small,
right.
and it's just like a green little sleeve like that that has a little THC sign on it. And
Cool.
yeah, and that's what's inside of this big.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
it's the packaging is crazy, right?
oh,
But
crazy. I bet I guess like you can fit a label on the little one, or else they would have just sold
yeah,
them as the little ones. You can fit a whole excise stamp on there.
yeah. I mean, if I mean,
It's not childproof.
I guess I mean, and here's the snafu, right? Because it's like, if the regulations were not such where they couldn't allow, like, the regulations are 10 milligrams is most allowable per package, right? So like if they relaxed those and made it like 50 or 60, they could put like 6 of those things in here,
Hmm.
right? And you
So
could sell it that way. But
maybe
no.
it's a little bit forward looking like that than anticipating that those regulations will relax a little bit. So it's basically just set up so you can put more in the package when that does happen.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
I
cool.
don't know.
At least it's a double package and it's not just the crystal inside that giant package and then you waste, a quarter of it. But yeah, I think that one's cool because add it to whatever you want, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And we'll see. We'll have to test it. I've tried one. I did try one the other day, and
If you did get anything off of that,
I don't know. I put it in one of my like fizzy waters,
yeah,
and
the bubbly.
yeah, but and I was working away, and I didn't really notice anything. But who knows, man? I don't know. So this will be a good experiment. So I don't know what the time mark was where I chugged that.
21, 4 minutes ago.
I almost died, man.
You know what, man? Like, I don't know. For me, it's a distinct different feeling when the
Okay.
edibles happen compared to when I'm high. Like, it's a different tingle. It's a different
Okay.
highness. So I think that you'll be able to separate, or at least. But I mean, like, I don't like, if I was a betting man, you're feeling nothing. The
I'm
odds are in
hoping.
the
I'm
odds are not in your
hoping.
favor.
I'm hoping. I'm hoping. I made a nice little trip to the store, so I got a few other toys too, which is kind of nice.
Nice. Which
Um,
one did you hit today?
I got my order from the AGLC, and then I also did a Spirit Leaf order
Nice.
the other last week, like
Yeah.
earlier in the week. And so I got myself some of this the live rosin
Oh yeah.
from Canna Farms. Can
Little
you guys
can of
see
farms
that?
action there.
That's fun. I
Have you
also
tried
picked.
that yet?
No, I have not. So maybe we'll have to try some of that. I also picked up some of this Quest Reserve. California is the strain with a K.
Ooh, tastes like California.
Yeah, yeah. It tastes like sweat and sand and desperation.
Right on, man. You know what? When we were talking the other day about having a product that we both have, so we could smoke it at the same time from
Yes.
our own houses. I remembered you had a little bit of this stuff not long ago, that Jack Hayes.
I think I do have a little bit left, but what I do have as well is I bovided my good morning. So my
Nice.
drawing a blank,
Have
but
you
you know
gone?
what I'm talking about. I haven't tried it yet,
Yeah,
so we can smoke that.
that's the White Widow.
Yeah, you got it.
I got it in nebula form.
Yeah, Nebula. That's what I was trying to go for in my head, which I couldn't.
Saved a little bit of that. And you know what else I tried the other day, which I am thoroughly enjoying. I've been trying for a few days. Is the Emblem? I got a couple 15 grammars.
Ooh, what cultivars did you get from Emblem?
This one is the Sour Kush, which I'm really liking.
What do
And
they call it?
it's Daydream.
Daydream.
But it came like, let's see when it was packed. Yeah, it was packed in April. Like,
Oh wow, fuck, that's nice. Because I got
yeah,
some Eclipse from Emblem, some of
Eclipse.
their Nebula, which I liked.
I
I
got
was
the
quite.
Paradise Island Della Haze
Ooh,
as well.
Delahaye.
Also packed in April. Yeah,
Very
super
nice,
fresh,
dude.
super nerfy. Really enjoying it.
I picked up some of this stuff too. Some of
Boaz,
the
you know what? I haven't tried anything from Boaz yet.
the Sour apples.
Decent.
I mean, it was like I was super excited because I'd never seen it. It's like supposed to have like an apple-y smell and like a bit of a flavor, and it's supposed to be pretty heavy indica, I believe.
Right?
I mean, it was nice. I got like the faintest like green apple Jolly Rancher taste, like right at the end of my exhale that lasted for like one millisecond. And I was like, oh, I want that back, and it just disappeared. The high was decent. It was nice. It was like pretty heady, and then kind of goes back behind your ears,
Yeah.
and then into your shoulders. It was nice, but it's fairly pricey, and I don't know. Like they call it craft Sour apples. Like that's the actual name. Craft is actually in
Interesting.
the name, and there's no seal, and there's no humidity pack in there.
Really?
So, I mean, I'm not, I don't want to bag on anybody. Like, I don't
No.
want this to come off as negative, but you know, if you're going to call yourself craft and sort of it's a premium, it was a premium price, that's for
Right.
sure. And you know, in my mind, I'm like, well, you know, you should have a seal on there at least.
Which container was it again?
It's like kind of a one that I've never seen in the market. It almost looks like the top leaf containers, like the tops
Right.
are the same,
Yeah.
but it's plastic. It's kind of long.
Is it a plastic
Um,
top and a glass jar?
No, it's not a glass jar. It's a plastic jar and a plastic
Okay.
top, but it's the same top as the top leaf
Yeah.
top,
Is
which is
that
plastic.
is that
But
the one that we saw? Who was it? Good Buds in?
I know Good Buds is a glass jar with
Okay.
a plastic top. Top leaf is a glass jar with a plastic top. This is plastic.
Yeah.
It's you know it's a nice looking jar. It fits nice in your hand. It's nice, but I don't know. I think like I don't know why no seal, or I mean,
Right.
if you know you don't have a seal, why would you not put some form of humidity device in there?
Right. It's kind of
We've seen it done. It's
kind
not
of
like it's
standard
against
lately.
regulations or anything like that. So I'm not saying the product was super dry, but like imagine if it
Hmm.
was sealed and had a humidity pack in there, it would like those terps would be way more preserved and it would be a much better experience, I feel. I was
Right.
excited to try it, like, you know, like just it kind of appealed to me, crafty stuff, that apples, I've heard a little bit about, you know, it was brand new. Like I'm trying to get like, you know, I like to try brand new stuff as soon as it hits the market.
I'm a sucker
Um,
for the brand new every time, man.
Me too, man. And so it was a little bit of not. I don't want to say it was a letdown because like I enjoyed.
Right.
You know, I always like smoking weed, so it's always nice. But you
Really?
know, yes, you should try it one of these days. One of this
the
cannabis thing. I've
the
heard
things I
so
don't
much
know about
about.
you, Hart.
Shh, don't tell my mom.
She just heard.
Yeah, she knows I'm a weed smoker. Um, yeah, so so like lots of fun stuff to try during
Yeah.
these fun days. I'm excited that it's finally the weekend, and
Yes. Happy
it's
belated 420.
happy belated 420, man. How was it? Let's talk about 420. How was your 420? Did
You know, one of the highlights of my 420 was your Instagram story of your of your circle. I thought that was fantastic. And like as I'm watching it, I saw the joint go across to Joe, and
yeah,
then I saw the joint go across to one daughter. And then I saw
yeah,
I'm like, keep going, keep going.
yeah.
Like it is the
Yeah, the full family circle, man. It was great. That was the first time I think we've ever really think what I mean, maybe not the first time we've ever all smoked together, but certainly the first
right.
time we ever smoked together on 420. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
totally. That's
And maybe you know, there's a handful of times. I don't even know if we all have at the same time, or one kid did and one kid didn't. But that was pretty special.
I felt proud for you.
Yeah, man. Like that's kind of what I like. Now, you know what I'll say is, my oldest daughter whips upstairs on Tuesday and goes, "Hey, can I smoke weed every night?" And I just
Yes.
wept openly. I
This is the
cried like a
this is
baby. It
the
was the
proudest
proudest.
moment of my life.
It was. It was a pretty proud moment.
That's cool,
So
man.
my kids, who I will mention, are both of age. Like they're both over 18. So it's not like they're like picturing my kids like coming upstairs as like, you know, little kids. They're adults. Um, but they've been, and then my youngest daughter kind of got in on it, and they've been smoking weed. They've been having their own little weed parties in the basement every night. So I'm pretty proud of that. Proud dad. you
Yeah.
know, and they're enjoying it. Like Noah is like, she first tried it, kind of started doing it because she was having some sleep issues, but
Right.
she's like, oh yeah, I'm really liking it. She's like, she she started watching Family Guy, and like she is loving it, like watching Family Guy high.
But she was like,
Um,
I didn't get this before.
yeah, and I'm noticing a larger consumption of blazing hot Cheetos happening in my house these
Right.
days.
So the grocery bill is going to go up a little bit,
Oh
but I
yeah,
mean, like, it's cool because, like, I wonder how many other, young adults that age who would normally this time of year be out clubbing, 2 or 3 nights a week kind of thing, and drinking their faces off are now
yeah.
switching over to smoking weed with mom and dad at home.
I love it. Yeah, totally. And I know she's been telling me like one of her friends has been like getting drunk with her parents lately, and I'm like, really? Like smoke weed? Like,
Yeah,
and I'm like, that's fine. Like, do what you got to do. But I was just like, yeah, like this is great. Like they're finally like experiencing cannabis the way it should be.
coming around.
And yeah, and the only problem is like now they're smoking all my weed.
So your grocery bill's going up, your cannabis
Yeah,
bill's going up.
yeah. They come in like my oldest daughter comes into my bedroom like every night and is like, I'm empty.
We get an
I'm
allowance.
like, man, you smoking that shit all night? And she pretty
Dang kid,
much is, I think. So
dang kids in your marijuana.
yeah, so that's a pretty fun thing that's been happening in my house. It's definitely a positive thing. I think the net gains way over the increased pot costs. Or did I just say that? Whoa, that was weird. It kind of like somebody else took over my brain. Increased
What
cannabis
what are you
talks.
in sales or something?
Yeah, that was just weird. I don't know. I've like thought I've trained my body to like not even say that word, but anyway. Um, yeah. Anyway, so that's I'm super pumped about that. I'm super happy. I haven't really
Totally,
introduced
man.
her to the really good stuff yet. Not that I have stuff that's bad, but I'm like kind of
You're
like,
just keeping the good stuff for yourself.
well,
Giving
she
her,
doesn't she
give
doesn't
her the
need that
snickle
stuff
fritz.
yet. Exactly. She gets the snickle fritz.
How was the rest of 420 though?
It was busy, man. I was working. I
Low
find
key,
like
same.
I'm I'm home. I'm working more, busier. It's good though. Like I'm down. I'm digging it, but it's just like it's consuming me a lot. It's funny. Like weekends are pretty sacred again. Like it's like
I
I
hear you.
really look forward to kind of just like shifting gears a little bit.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I hear you, man. It's wild. Like you'd think being at home you'd have a little bit more time to live and a little bit less work, but yeah, it's harder to turn that off. I've definitely
yeah,
been finding that I've been working, much more like steadily and consistently. Like when you're working at work or in an office or driving around or whatever you're doing, there's a lot more downtime in between. There's a lot more like chatting with
there's more
people and
socializing.
going out
Yeah,
for
right.
lunch and doing all this, right? And like, so now I'm working steady all day long. So after this, like after having done this for a few months or a couple months now, I guess a month maybe, I don't know. After
Yes.
having done this for a while now, like I feel like you hear about in, I don't know, like Europe and Scandinavia and stuff like that, they're looking at like 4-day work weeks, or they try to play around with 4-day work weeks. Like I feel
Yeah.
like the way that I've been working lately, I could get as much or more done in 4 days as I have in 5 days at an office or something
Yeah.
like that, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you got to find a good balance. It's true, and like I'm still kind of playing with things because it's true. Like it's crazy nuts. And what's cool is I think I remember reading like Volkswagen in Germany. I want to say like they shut their exchange servers off every day at like 5 o'clock, and they turn them off at Friday at 5 and don't turn them on until Monday. So you literally can't like respond to email or won't get email from work at night, when it's supposed to be your time or on the
Hmm.
weekend. I thought that was really progressive. I think that's really cool. It's like they're really encouraging you, like not to work, so you're not even getting emails like like
Right.
it's coming through after 5. You can't respond to emails over the weekend or anything like that. So it's just like don't you know don't open your computer kind of thing. I
Kind of
mean,
a
you could just,
forced work-life balance. That's good.
yeah, I kind of thought that was pretty progressive and pretty
It,
cool.
it's cool to see it coming from that side as opposed to, the employees being like, I need more lifetime,
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I'm sure they found that they're more productive because, like you tend to maybe not care as much if you're like, email from work and like whatever, 9 o'clock at night. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't, you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
you'd probably just be more productive when and during like those work hours. You got to get certain things done in like your work day before that thing shuts off, right? Like
totally, man. All
so.
right, Hart, I have something very important to ask
Oh,
you.
okay.
It's been 18 minutes, my friend. I feel like I could see it in your face that you're starting to feel a little something. What are you feeling?
I'm checking in. Okay, I'm checking in with myself here, and I'm not really feeling anything. No real change, but who knows? Who knows? I'm willing to. They say 15 to 20 minutes.
Right,
I believe that's the onset. That's definitely what they say about the Tea God infusers. I
right.
would assume that this would maybe be the same. Maybe it's a little bit longer.
I feel like for any of the nano emulsification type products, you could kind of guess that it's going to be around that. Like,
Half
I think,
hour, I think.
well, I think a lot are shooting for, or a lot are saying that it's a lot sooner than that. Like, there's potential for it to be like, pretty close to instant, right? Like within the next, or within the first like couple minutes.
Yeah.
I think the majority of them would say like give it like 12 to 18 minutes or 12 to 20 minutes or something like that. Like
Hmm.
around that 15 to 20-minute mark is probably a good see,
Wait a minute.
I felt like I could hear it in your speech as you were talking.
Uh,
Like it was coming along.
I'm like, I don't physically feel like there's no like, oh, I feel hot.
You feel a little lubricated.
But maybe I feel maybe just like yeah, I mean that, maybe just like a little bit more relaxed and just like, okay, like things are good. But I don't, I'm
I
gonna
mean,
hold out and maybe say like maybe something else is coming on. Like I would like if this
like
is it,
gas.
I'm
That was just gas.
yeah.
Uh,
So,
I don't
you
know.
know,
You and I talk a lot. I feel like as time was going on, there was a little stretch there where you were chatting, and I felt like, okay, he hasn't smoked yet. I feel
yeah,
like it's kind of
all
like
right.
setting in a little bit here. I would expect that even with like nanoemulsification, like you're gonna want a little bit more than 10 milligrams.
Yeah, and as we're talking right now, I'm noticing I'm like, okay, like I've got a little bit of pasty mouth, and I haven't smoked.
Hmm.
It's been a little bit since I smoked, so maybe something's starting to take hold. I don't know. Like that's why I'm like, all right, let's continue like let's see
Yeah.
where she goes. I'm not going to
Yeah.
smoke just yet.
No, cool. That's good. Keep it going.
Like,
It's
because if this is it, like, I'm like, all right, I could do without it. But like, maybe I need a bigger dose. Like, but I'm
well, that's good.
scared.
I don't believe you. I think that I think that yeah, like I'd love to see where this goes, but I don't know. I would have pictured you at like at least like a 30 milligrams anyway before we're gonna get it.
Yeah. Although, yeah, I mean, hey, I'm definitely have some dry mouth going on.
Okay, okay,
And it's just kind of showing up right now. So something's
all
going
right.
on.
I'm
Something's
gonna
going on.
I'm gonna rip into a little something.
Yeah, please. What are you smoking?
I've got a little variety of things.
What you smoking, son?
I've got this stuff. So here's an interesting story. And I had this plant, right?
Yeah.
And it's not Frankenstein like from Grandma's Boy. Like we got the Frankenstein and we got the
Right,
grandpa.
right,
It's not
right,
like that kind
right,
of Frankenstein,
right.
but
Frankenstein.
because it makes you walk like this. Oh, uh,
Oh, that
but
was a good movie. I forgot
but
about
I called the plant Frankenstein because the way it grew, it got affected by something.
that. Uh-huh.
It lost the majority of its leaves. but I had nothing else ready to go into my tent for flowering at the time.
Okay.
So I was like, we'll see what happens. And it became a bit of an experiment plant. Didn't have any fan leaves on it. It didn't have any like
Really?
water. Like it was very stark of leaves, but it had all these little bud spots that they were starting to bud. They were firing off some really cool pistils. Everything was just looking kind of like weird at that point. So I was like, okay, I got nothing else to go in here. I'll keep watering it. I'll keep the lights on, see what happens. And
Yeah.
so it grew up, and I got to the point where now I had something to throw in the tent. So I was like, okay, you're done. I know you're still a little immature. A lot of the trichomes were starting to get past milky. So I was like,
Nice.
okay,
Getting
the
ready.
pistils were only like half rusty. I was like, okay, I'll take it down and see what happens. I remembered your stories about every once in a while taking down some plants a little mature
Early.
so that they're a
Yeah.
little early.
I
So
like
that's
the
what I
high.
did. And I'm gonna see if you can see this. She was real weird, man. I hung it to dry, but like all the pistils all stood up, like it was all like all its hair was standing up on end.
You scared the shit out of it.
That's exactly what it looked like. Is that all the buds were like and then so I got
Surprise!
yeah,
Ah!
man. So I got all these little dudes who are all just like kind of standing up on end, and it smells funky.
Have you smoked any of it yet?
So I haven't. I mean,
Oh,
I took a
I bet it's
couple.
amazing.
That's kind of what I was thinking, and I know that like those early ones, they're generally like really quick. Like that peak just goes, shoo, but it
Yeah,
doesn't last very long. But it's like real bright and zippy and that
that's
kind
what
of
you want. Yeah,
thing.
that's what I loved. Yeah, yeah,
Um, so yeah, I gave it a good week to dry. I've been curing it for 4 days now, and I figured it might be worth stealing a bud or two and seeing what she tastes like. So
yeah.
I think that's what I'm gonna rip into, bro.
I think you should definitely do that. That's of the order,
For
most
science,
definitely.
we're doing science stuff, right?
Sciencey, yeah, man. Exactly. All right. I'm just trying to check in here. Yeah. Definitely dry mouth.
Okay, okay,
Um,
that's a
maybe
good sign.
I'm feeling something. Definitely something. Um,
No, you're not.
I wouldn't describe it as a high though. Like that's what I mean. Like I'm like okay, like there's like a bubble. It's like something. Well, okay. We're
We're
getting
doing a check-in.
a time cue. That's all right.
Oh man, this stuff smells good,
Um, so if we
and
we
it's
lose,
like
we'll just come back.
super frosty, bro. Super frosty,
Oh, nice. What do
which is
you?
weird. That like it didn't have much for leaves to help promote production of anything.
That's strange. I bet it's gonna be like fucking fire
It was all just sugar leaves.
because
So
you've
yeah,
only just got that much
it's an experiment. I got
of
I
it
got
for
I
life.
got I got like half ounce.
Yeah, it's like magical weed. You'd be like,
Yeah,
you'll only pull it out for like super special occasions now. You'll be like, ooh, the Frankenstein. At Basil's wedding, you'll pull it out.
that's right. I'll just keep curing it until then.
Yeah.
All right, dude.
Uh,
What else is new? What else you know what I was going to mention is that you were saying earlier that you did the spirit leaf. Did you use a click and collect for them?
yeah, they've got Dutchy going on now, and it's fairly easy to use. You can sort by a lot of things.
Yeah.
I'm finding it's pretty easy to use. A lot of stores have switched over to Dutchy.
I've
Um,
seen Dutchy a lot of places, and I think I've seen Buddy at more.
yeah, I've seen Buddy and Leafly has one as well. I think there's still some stores using that. It's
My
fairly
favorite to
easy.
Yeah, yeah. I mean they're all easy. My favorite to use so far is I think I like the I mean Buddy and Dutchy, they're both fairly similar, but I think I like the Buddy ones a little bit more. I like to click the filters on.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's all nice and easy.
nice. Yeah, I really wish we could get delivery here though. I mean, the guy would be at my house every day. It would be
Yo,
perfect.
yeah, that would be fun. It's showing Delicio.
Yeah. So lots of new stuff showing up soon. I think we're gonna, like the Boaz stuff. There's some new Quest stuff. There's some new like I thought it was Thumbs Up. I think is a new
Hmm.
LP that's out there in Alberta.
Yeah, I've been seeing thumbs up around the Pure Sun Farms. I've been seeing them around.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
They got that ounce for sale. Is that in Alberta? Do you know?
yeah, yeah, it is.
Nice. And
I think.
yeah, I see like the larger formats are getting popular, obviously, with just people being at home wanting to smoking more and wanting more bang for their buck. Oh, you've moved away from the Incredible to the the beautiful bong. I like it.
Had to pull it out.
So we stepped away for a brief moment there, and I don't, of course, remember what we were talking about, but you were smoking some of your
Yes.
home grow, and have any effects yet? Excuse me while I kiss the sky. Hold on.
I
Nice,
feel,
beauty. Oh,
how was the sound of that bonk pull? I feel like I could hear it through my headphones.
I think I
Did you
could
hear
hear
it?
it. I wasn't really paying attention to the bong roll. I was looking at the smoke coming up through there.
I
It
think.
looks pretty cool.
I mean, I could definitely taste how early it is.
Yeah, planty,
Uh,
chlorophyll.
Planty. Yeah,
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 chlorophyll. Yeah.
yeah, definitely. Probably didn't give it enough of a flush. Not that I was using much in it. Um, maybe a little, maybe a little CalMag or something like that here and there, kind of thing. But probably could have flushed it a little bit longer. But yeah, I don't know. It's not bad. It's
You liking it?
definitely it feels early, like zippy.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's the high I always look for. Like I love that. Like just like super sorry, like a lot of people don't like that. It's like it's really panic inducing a little bit. But
yeah, yeah. I think that's the same feeling that the people that do kind of get that little bit of tachycardia or that little bit of
yeah.
anxiety from it. That's definitely definitely going to get you there. But no, I enjoy it as well. That's nice. That's decent.
Nice, dude.
You know what else I like that kind of has a bit of that like zippiness is the Horizon, Hexo Horizon. It's AK-47 crossed with Warlock. That
Yeah. We smoked some of
that
that. I like that. I
that's
remember that
right. That's
was
the one that Amy really got into. That she
yeah.
really enjoyed. You can take that one, and it's actually it's getting a little bit higher in THC now too. So it's a really nice one
I think that was like one of the last podcasts we filmed
in
together.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while, man. Like I said earlier, like I was like, is it a couple months? Is it a month? I don't know, but like,
I
yeah,
think
it's been
it's like 6 weeks at least, almost coming up 2 months, maybe, I think.
there's a long friggin' time to not see anybody.
I know. Seriously. It's kind of strange. Kind of weird, but yeah, it's kind of like I think this is what it's going to be like for a while, man. Like I don't
Get
know.
used to
Yeah. Do you think you're supposed to mix this with something, dude?
it. uh, you
Because
know,
like,
man, I think the beauty of the product is that you can, it's versatile enough for you to mix it with something if you wanted to. But I think that product is designed to be a ready to drink product.
like a
I think
shot, like an energy shot kind of a thing, like a one
it's
of those like 5 hour energy, like
it's more like
I,
a 45-minute energy drink.
I've never tried one of those, but what do those taste? I don't know if you have, but I have no idea what those would taste like. But this was not. I kind of wanted it to taste delicious.
And you know what? Like
I do not.
if it did taste delicious, like how awesome would it be to have something that you carry around in your pocket and you could just pop it out and have a shot?
Yeah, man.
It's good.
If it was good, I mean, first go around, we're all guinea pigs. I get it. I just, I don't know. It was, well, I mean, you saw me, man. That was like, and I'm no stranger to eating or drinking things, you know, like
Right.
I'm not super picky, as you can tell. So, uh, I don't know, man. It's, we'll see. I don't know. I'm not, where are we at time wise?
Um,
Are we at a half
37.
hour?
It's been 37 minutes. Yeah.
37. So I would say that if it's a nano, it's taken hold. So I'm gonna for effects for me, I'm gonna probably say this is the peak. I don't think anything else is really gonna
I think it hit you,
expose
bro,
it.
and I think there just wasn't enough there.
Okay.
You know, that's why I'm excited a little bit more about not so much the the ready to drink products, but the products where you add something to your drink, like the
Like
crystals that you
the
have there.
Tiga, like these guys. Yeah.
Like I want to have a whole fistful of those so I can decide how much I'm adding to my beverage. Like those are the products that I really want. Is like here's something that you can add as much as you need to get to the potency that you're looking for and have an exact way to measure that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna try one, maybe two. I bought a few of them. So I might put one of them in my coffee tomorrow morning, and see what happens. Do you think the heat might not be? I'm trying to
I
think
think
if a hot beverage or a cold beverage would be like I'm trying to
I,
figure out like what's the best carrier for this stuff. Like
right.
is it
I
just
think
like
it's
water? Is it
and I
just
think anything water based is like because the it's made so that it can be water soluble, right? So that it
I think so. I mean it just says like I'll tell you what it says on on the back. It says mix into your favorite food or drinks.
yeah,
And that's
yeah,
pretty much where you go from there. And it just says there's no allergens. Contains the equivalent of 0.03 grams of dried cannabis.
nice.
And the ingredients are sorbitol, modified cornstarch, organic modified coconut oil, and organic cannabis oil.
Right.
Cannabis oil, yeah.
Yeah, no, so I think the idea behind nano emulsification, from what I understand, is that it's makes it water soluble so that it doesn't have to go all the way through the gut into the
Right, the
liver
liver.
and then to work. So it starts to like it has uptake almost instantly
Right,
all
it
the way
starts
down.
getting absorbed like almost like right away. Like it doesn't.
Like there's theoretically like 100% bioavailability of that transfer system. So like that's why I was always like, man, like this is the way that you're gonna get high from edibles.
Right,
So
right.
I think that you just need more. Like your body requires a little bit more, but
All right. I mean, that's fair. I know. I just see on social media all these people that are like, "Man, I usually take like 50 milligrams, or I usually take like 80 milligrams, and I took a 10 milligram edible in the legal market, and it knocked me on my ass." So I'm like,
well,
"All right, I'll try to
I,
start with 10. Like, I'll see where that goes." But I see those people probably don't smoke nearly as much cannabis as I do.
well, yeah, I think there's that, and I mean, like the difference between this and edibles, right, is like edibles have to make it to your liver to be broken down for
Right.
your body to be using it, but these don't, right? So like that bioavailability is far greater for this than it is for the fat soluble.
So let me ask you, let me throw a little wrench into that though. So when you eat an edible and it goes the gut route through the liver, you break down into 11 hydroxy THC, right? So that's purportedly, I've heard anywhere from 3 to 5 times more potent than THC itself. So hence that's why people get like really, intense effects from eating. Would this is I'm going to assume that this is because it's not being broken down by the liver. We're not dealing with 11 hydroxy. We're just dealing with delta 9, right? Or delta, or maybe even, I'm not even sure. Is it THC? I'm going to assume it's been decarbed, right? So it's THC you're consuming. It's not THCA where it's getting decarbed in your body or anything like that. So um, maybe
We need
hence
a
hence
scientist.
and maybe that's why eating the people who are eating 10 milligrams, they're feeling it a lot more than maybe someone like than these products that are just sort of you're literally getting 10 milligrams of THC, whereas if I'm eating one of those chocolates that's 10 milligrams, it can turn into being, up to 40, 50 milligrams, really, right? Just if you're talking about the strength of the THC, right? Once it's been processed by the liver. So I
I
don't know.
think I think we might be talking about like more than one thing. Like the Delta 11 thing, I think is kind of something separate, like how that interacts with the body, and then like bioavailability is something else, right? Like how the
Right,
body takes,
absorption.
right.
Yeah.
The Delta 11 thing, though, I'd like to look into that more, because isn't that what happens when you put heat to it as well? Like after a point, like after as the body's taking it in, like I think, I don't know. I want to look more into
Yeah.
that, because I don't know that.
I thought it was a liver process specifically,
I
but
don't
like
know
as I
that
say,
or with this product, like if that's the scenario, then I think maybe you'd have to convert it prior to, so that the body can take it up that way. I'm gonna
yeah,
look into that.
yeah, I'm super curious. But yeah, definitely, I'm kind of feeling like if there was a peak, I've reached it, and perhaps now I'm on my way down. Like my mouth is not as dry. I'm like not feeling the
So
grooves.
how many of those packs of crystals do you have?
I have four.
You should do two at once.
Yeah, at least start with 20 and see where that goes. I have three more of the beverages too, but they're scaring me.
You should shoot the lime one right now.
Oh, I'm scared.
Well, I mean, like you're not gonna be compounding right now, though, right? Like by the time this one rolls in, the other one's gonna be like rolling out.
Yeah, so maybe I should just do them all at the same time.
You should do two at once. We need a still shot of that.
I don't know. Yeah, it's. I wish someone had a product that was like guaranteed me to say like, yes, you're going to experience an edible, and it's going to be wonderful.
Yeah,
And it's really,
I think this technology is the one. It's just not enough yet for you.
all right. So bigger dose. All right.
20. 20 is probably going to be a real nice, comfortable.
Smooth ride.
Yeah.
All right. 20 milligrams.
I mean, if you're really scared, you could always do like half,
Oh,
like do 15.
I'm not scared of the effects. Like, I just want to make that completely clear. I'm not scared to drink 20 milligrams. I'm scared of the flavor of drinking that much of this stuff. That's
Well,
what's
that
scaring me.
the crystals should be right up your alley there, because there's no flavor with those, right? They're just
Yeah,
like a sugar crystal.
yeah, yeah. And I did try one, and they really didn't affect the flavor of my fizzy water. So,
Did you put
um,
them on your tongue like Pop Rocks?
you know what? I thought about doing that. I thought about just like shooting the actual stuff, but I thought it might be really gross.
Interesting.
So I'm not 100% sure, but I mean, there'll be more time to play with this stuff. Definitely, I'm gonna have to buy a bunch more.
Totally.
I can see, and I was like, oh, I'll get four of those, and thought that'll be fun. But I can see now I'm gonna need way more. We should, I don't know, maybe we should do like a little beverage party next week. We should all go
Oh, that's a good idea.
grab a bunch of beverages and just kind of sit down and start just pounding these things and see where we go
Well, what's all available?
together.
There's the Houndstooth sodas.
Yeah, we don't need to go there though, because we know. Although Laura could join, and she enjoys.
Okay, well, if we're gonna do this, we got to do them all. So there's the Houndstooth soda. There's the vertical. How many flavors of the vertical one is there?
There's two flavors. There's lemon lime, and then there's the
Lemon Rhyme.
lemon lime,
Lemon
and then
Rhyme should be the name of it. Somebody should
yeah,
contact vertical.
and then there's the pukey pomegranate, or sorry, the pomegranate blueberry.
So there's those three. There's the
The tea gut
crystals,
infusers.
the
Yeah,
infusers, and
yeah.
there's just the one. Like there's no flavors.
There's no flavors. It's just like the powder.
There's
And
the
then
every teas.
yeah, there's the Every Teas, and then there's Haven Street Tea.
Is there a 4 AT?
No, I don't. Maybe I haven't seen a 4AT. I know there's like a base camp beverage too. I don't know if it's in Alberta yet though.
Oh,
There's like an LP.
yeah, I think it's only in like Ontario, BC or something. I don't think it's here yet.
Damn.
That's a good 7 drinks for us to sit down and
We
go
could do
through in
it.
an evening.
Can we commit? Should we do it? Can we do
Amy,
it?
you in? Amy's in
We'll
for science.
make an order.
I think that's a good idea.
Can you? Yeah. Are you able to get that stuff, Basil? Like I was gonna say, we can order from AGLC, but I don't know if they deliver out to you or they do.
They wouldn't deliver out to me. I would probably, though, I have a Canada Post flex delivery address.
Oh, right.
That
Okay,
should
yeah.
work.
So let's see if we can do that. See if we can get some more of these vertical drinks, or if you're at the store or doing a click and collect or whatever. Like, let's see if we can get some more vertical drinks and each get some infusers and whatever else we can pick up.
Yeah. Okay.
And we'll do a beverage tasting slash effect party
Sounds good.
next week.
Put it in the books.
We'll come prepared. That'll be fun. Actually, I look forward to that.
Yeah, we'll have a big round table. Maybe we should invite the whole crew. You gonna bring
Yeah,
Chris?
actually, that's a great idea. Let's do that. Let's do a cannabis show one.
The cannabis beverage show.
That'd be great. That's a great idea. Get the old gang back. We're getting the band back together. That'll be fun.
You know what, man? This stuff, the high's kind of holding on.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So now, do I get to smoke, or am I still waiting?
Yeah,
for something?
your ban is lifted.
Okay. What to smoke? What to smoke? What to smoke? I'm digging that. Maybe I can disappear again too. By the way, I got some of that California stuff in here, which is really quite nice. I like stuff from Quest. I just don't like their pre-rolls.
What's your beef?
Remember we smoked their pre-rolls. It was expensive, and we were kind of like, meh.
I do remember that, but you know what I found lately, man, and I think we might have chatted about this, is that when it's a brand new product and it's hitting the market,
Right?
it's got that time where it's got to be held back for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, like
And I
60
feel like
days, man.
I feel like anything that's been sitting for that amount of time, like it's just lost a bit of its luster. So maybe that's what we got there. And because I've tried a couple of Quest Reserve products in the last little while and been pleasantly surprised.
Pre-rolls specifically, though, or just reserve flower? Because that's like all the reserve flower I've gotten has been beautiful.
Yeah.
But the pre-rolls just been kind of stinky.
No, that's fair. I don't think I've gotten any of their pre-rolls. I
Yeah.
tend to stick to Tantalus and 48 North for pre-rolls often.
Yeah, I saw 48 North release some new stuff recently. They got the Franco's lemon cheese, Franco from Strain Hunters, who passed away.
I dig that one. The lemon cheese.
Lemon cheese. Have you tried it?
Oh yeah, in pre-rolls,
nice.
yeah.
I got to try that. And then they have a Paris OG, I think, is what I saw.
I have not tried that. I've seen pouches of Paris OG, though. I think that's in Alberta.
Yeah, and the pouches of Franco's, too. The lemon cheese. You waving at the birds?
Yeah. Hey, birdies.
All right, I'm going to see if I can disappear here.
All right, do it. Disappear. War call, war. That was good. Disappear. Your head disappeared.
But wait, was I on camera?
No, you didn't war call.
I have to do it again. I needed to war call.
Yeah.
Damn, I have to smoke some more of this delicious cannabis. Okay. I can do it.
How many tries did we have last time?
Too many, man. Now watch this not work again like every friggin' time. It's a nice looking little bud there. I don't know if you can see.
What are you putting in there?
That's the Quest Reserve California.
Nice California.
With a K.
With a K. Oh, that's cool.
So
with a K.
With a K. Cool with a K. No, it's actually cool. Yeah. Ooh, it's nice.
What's the nose like on it?
It's kind of it's like it's very citrusy. I should check the lineage. I think I did. I just don't recall It's definitely, they called it a pretty heavy indica. Oh, that looks nice, dude. They call it a heavy indica.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's, I just smoked it like, probably an hour before we started chatting the first time. So I don't know, it wasn't super heavy for me, but I liked it. That's what I was saying. I seem to be quite happy with anything I get from Quest, specifically the reserve stuff, but the Quest stuff itself is pretty good
Right on, brother.
as
Right
well.
on.
All right, so let's see if we can do the war cry.
Do it disappear for
Okay, I just need a minute again.
us.
I gotta check. I didn't change the water before we started chatting in my bong, and I think it's like seen better days. So I have a question for you. Here's
What's
something
up?
I've been pondering, and Amy can chime in too if you want. Why is it that something so delicious and smells so good, like cannabis, you take some weed, you take some cannabis, you put it in your bowl, it smells amazing, you light it, you smoke it, it's, it tastes good, it's great. But the second that cannabis gets filtered through that water, something happens to that water that's evil. It's such a beautiful nose going in, and you smell that bong. Like I've been smelling my bong on a daily basis, so like on like sweatshirts and things, and it's god awful. Like it is one of the worst. Like it smells like an outhouse that hasn't been tended to for like 6 weeks in the middle of July in like the hottest region of wherever, man. Like it's just it's like death, but and it's like seriously like one rip too, because it's like I recently just spilled my bong, and I packed it in, I changed the water, I spilled it like after like one bowl, and it still smelled like just like evil, just pure
It's
evil.
just an example of the water doing its best to take out the one thing from the cannabis smoke that's not right for you. The water does its best to filter that for you.
So is there poo in cannabis then? Like if that's what's getting filtered out, because that's what it smells like is in there. Like I just don't understand the transformation is from something so beautiful to something so evil.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Evil.
I don't know. And I'm sure, everybody's spilled bong water before. It's
Oh
like,
yeah.
and you can never, like, thank God I have hardwood floors, because, man, if I had carpet.
So like how often are you actually spilling it? Like literally daily?
I think I've spilled my bong this week at least 4 times. So it's not daily, but it's like often enough that I could say daily. And it's like, and then this morning I actually spilled a full coffee. Like I had a full coffee. I had taken one sip of it, and I put it down, and I put it down on a precarious thing, and I didn't notice that it was precarious. Spilled everywhere.
Is it quarantine making you more clumsy?
Something's going on. I don't know, man. Like I keep like, and I'm like, yeah, the bong thing is concerning too, because it's like I'm conscious of it, and I'm like, okay, bong is there, and then like the next thing I know, I'll like
Okay, bong is there.
kick it over or knock it over, or like it's just it's yeah, it's not a good situation. So yeah, and like I was saying, like thank God I have hardwood upstairs, like in the basement there's carpet, so I'm not bringing the bong down there, because that's
Totally,
just a
man.
recipe for disaster.
Joints only.
Yeah.
Hash rockets and joint burns are okay.
Yeah, man, and I'm excited to try this live resin, or
Is it
rosin,
live
sorry,
resin or is it
live
live
rosin,
rosin?
live rosin. A lot of packaging here for like a little glass thing,
Um, can
but
you
fun.
show it to me?
Yeah. You know what, dude? Let me remove my background, because it just. Well, no. First, I'm going to disappear,
Oh, right.
and then I'm going to show it to you.
Like inside the package. I want to see what it looks like.
Yeah, well, I haven't even opened it yet, but yeah, let's do that. Let's rip into that as soon as I rip into this.
All right, rip away,
Okay. Okay.
rip it in.
Okay, here we go. Disappear. Not
Disappear.
Basil. Basil. Silently chant.
War cry before you rip it.
Chant in your head. Okay, here we go. Ah.
You disappeared.
That was fantastic. That was a pretty good one, man. You should come with me next time when I go to the disappearing place.
Go at the same time.
The magical
Uh,
land.
yeah, I'd love to see that. What that stuff looks like what
Yeah.
what kind of format it's got. Because I remember when we were hanging out, and it might have been one of the last times that we recorded together. Nice. Might have been one of the last times that we recorded together, but I think it was the bubble hash rosin. Bubble hash rosin, I think, is what they might have called
Yeah,
it.
it was called BC hash rosin, and this is called BC live rosin. So I don't know what the main difference is.
I'm
I'm
hoping
just
that
trying
it's.
to get rid of my virtual back. Oh, there we go. None.
I'm hoping that it's like
Oh,
a light colored or amber color. Hey,
there's the familiar dream
the
catcher
doily.
/ doily. So here's the actual product. I don't know if you can see that.
I see those.
BC Live rosin. And then, so there's inside, that's what it looks like. And then you kind of pull this out, and then like literally I'm going to show you, there's like a lot of packaging here. So there's like a whole other level there. I'm like, oh, maybe it comes with like some extra goodies, but no, it's just this little guy here.
Well, that's cute.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice little glass jar. It's kind of nice. I don't understand why it needs so much packaging, but let's open it up. Let's see if I can just do this without slicing it. I think I'm gonna try and just run my nail. There we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna run my nail through it. That's gonna work. Yeah, man. Have you been to Signores lately?
No, it's been a few weeks.
Okay.
What?
So it's a good thing I didn't
light colored?
open it upside down, because the hash rosin came in like a little wax paper, and it was like kind of, like
Spring loaded.
And this is just.
Is it keef?
It looks like just little chunks of hash almost. Could you see that? I don't want to tilt it too much because it'll all spill out, and that will not be a good situation.
Is it waxy?
I'm gonna hit it with my light from my. Hold on, I got a little light here from my computer. Maybe this will be a little bit better. Can you see that? No.
Yeah.
Not the best. It looks waxy. It's exactly what it looks like.
Right,
it looks like crumble.
Yeah.
Half a gram of crumble.
What are you gonna put it in?
I don't know, bro.
You got a little banger?
I have a banger somewhere.
Do you got that shatterizer still?
No, I gave that to somebody. I can't remember who, but I think I have. I mean, I do have. No, that's not going to work. A pen. Now, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to probably end up just putting it on a bowl, just smoke it on the top. Because I don't know if I have a banger or anything, but yeah, I'll let you know how it is. It looks pretty tasty. I didn't even smell it. Well, I don't know why I'm crazy. I should.
It's because you're high from edibles.
There's like a very faint pink kush smell to it.
Yeah.
So maybe it's made from, and if it's made from
Oh
some
my
of their,
God.
whoa, what's going on with Amy? And she
Scared
doesn't
the
want to be
shit
on
out of me.
camera. How's she doing that?
Amy, are you okay?
It's something's gone wrong. What is?
Yeah. Man, I thought you were possessed. Are you possessed?
Might be
Ooh, I want to try.
weird. I don't know why it's doing this. Some grass.
That's cool.
Sorry about that.
These
I
are
was like, I
fun.
wonder if this is going to be distracting to them.
You're like, that was weird. It was like you were possessed there for a second. Like your eyes kind of took over too. Like that was strange.
All right.
Nice.
All
Yeah,
right.
man. I don't know. Drink, flavor, not so good. Effects, a little bit better than not so good. Okay. I don't know. You know, so it's
On
kind
the
of
heart.
like when they, you know, like when you first try it and they're kind of like, I don't know if I'm feeling anything. And they're like, you know, you'll know if you feel it. And like, you definitely know. So like, maybe I didn't know, you know, so the way I'm kind of, I don't know, man. I am going to pound a bunch of them.
Yeah.
See
I
what
really
happens.
think that that's your best bet is get a few in you, buddy.
Yeah.
Get a few in you. We'll get there. We'll crack this code.
I love it.
I'm confident in nanotech.
Nanotech.
Disappear.
I could disappear again. I'm going to have to start
All
charging
right.
admission.
How about a parting rip?
Mm-hmm.
No doubt.
Do you want to see my
Parting
dad
rip.
disappear?
I'm gonna disappear in some
Parting
sour
rip.
kush.
All right. Sour Kush. I like it, dude.
How do you
Who's
how
Sour
do you do the
Kush?
video thing again? Emblem.
Oh yeah. You said that. Yeah. You're gonna disappear? Oh my God, Amy.
Oh my God, Amy.
Do you know how to get you know how to get the video thing, Basil? You've done it before. And then disappear. Amy's like in the Avengers now. She's like Scarlet Witch or something. I don't know. That's funny. That's better. Are you ripping? Are you ready to rip? What's happening?
I'm looking for a
Oh, you're changing
virtual
the background.
background.
I think the solid colors work better. I've disappeared, and then we can disappear together.
Okay.
Oh, although, oh my God, Amy, you're like Thanos or something. What's happening there? I think you really need to like put this on the video because this is worth seeing because this is like seriously like some X-Men level shit. I don't know. Seriously. Oh, Basil, what's happening, dude? You got that. It's only on your hat.
That's weird. Oh, it's because I told it I had a green
A
screen.
green screen. No, tell it you don't have a green screen.
I don't have a green screen, bro.
Hey, you don't have a green. Do I have a green screen?
He doesn't have a green screen. He can't pull over any further.
We don't need no stinky green screen. Nice.
All right.
All right. You ready?
No, I'm not.
Dun, dun, dun.
There's a 5-minute countdown going. Just
Okay.
FYI.
Perfect timing. We're gonna smoke together and disappear. Although we'll let you do the war cry so that the camera's on you, so you can disappear. And I'll see you on the other side, bro.
At the same time.
Yeah. How's it going over there?
I'm like 30 seconds out, bro.
30 seconds, bro. It's like it's 2 clicks, man.
I had to find a picture.
Oh.
Okay.
That's excellent. Any new entertainment crossing your screens while we're talking about it? We seem to check in about our Netflix obsessions.
We're addicted to 30 Rock right now.
Oh, that's a fantastic show.
It is
Fantastic show. Very well written.
Amy, do you watch 30 Rock?
I haven't yet. I've watched like I think one episode, but I'm watching Community right now.
Yeah.
Nice.
Rewatching.
30
Nice.
Rock is better than Community.
Is it really?
Community's great, but 30 Rock,
pretty
honestly,
good.
it's better.
I think they're both fantastic.
Yeah. So, like Tracy Morgan is so good in 30 Rock. Actually, everybody's so good in 30 Rock, but Tracy Morgan is great.
Tracy Morgan is his character is fantastic, but like Liz Lemon, man, she's so cool.
She's great too, definitely. All right,
let's disappear, bro.
All right, you ready? You got a background? What's going on? You got the green screen. Do your war cry. Do your war cry. You take this one.
Oh, we can't do it at the same time.
Right, so you take it. You take it. Dude, you got a war cry.
Oh. Oh. Well done. Well done.
That was good.
You sounded like a choir boy or something. Like, what? That was no cry.
It's a more chill war cry.
Oh, that was good.
It was a love cry.
Love cry. All right, bro. Nice.
All right, man. You too. Good to catch up with you guys.